Welcome back to my YouTube channel, and in today's episode we are going to be going over Carnival Cult Murder. So if you guys have not watched my last video, which I suggest you do, you might have heard a lot of popping because of my mic and probably because of where I had set it. And I put this on my Instagram as well, that I am so unbelievably sorry for that. So I've put it somewhere else. I have put it on my shirt instead of my hoodie. So if it works better like this, I'm definitely going to put it on my shirt now. Don't subscribe just yet. I will earn your subscription by the end of this video. And don't leave a like just yet. Watch the video all the way through to be sure that you actually like this video, and if you do like at the end, it will help me know that you watched the video all the way through, and I will be very appreciative. So thank you to everyone who does that. Leaving a like, thank you. Let's get right into the story. In the early 2000s, a shocking and bizarre crime took place in the Netherlands, and one that would become known as the Carnival Cult Murder. A story filled with dark secrets, bizarre rituals, and a tragic loss of life. This murder not only captured headlines, but also left an indelible mark on the history of modern cults. At first glance, Carnival Cult might sound like the name of a festive, harmless group, which does not at all put cult at the end of anything, and it turns into something so much worse. But the People's Temple, like, that's a fucking cult. Carnival Cult does not sound like a festive, harmless group. No. But in reality, it was a name that concealed something much darker. The cult was centered around a charismatic leader. It's always a charismatic leader. Always. Jim Jones. He was considered a charismatic leader. One thing you take away from this, if you take anything away, this is not a charismatic leader. You hear that with any cult leader? Assume it. Assume they are not. And its followers were mostly involved in bizarre and violent rituals. They believed in an alternate form of spirituality, but their practices quickly spiraled into something deadly. At the heart of this cult was a man named Willem van Eijk. I probably pronounced that wrong. Please don't come at me for that. Self-proclaimed spiritual guide. William attracted followers with promises of enlightenment, but his teachings became increasingly erratic and disturbing. This kind of just sounds like Jim Jones. Take that story and put it into this one. If you don't know that story, that video is coming out. If you see this video, I would have uploaded this Tuesday. Today is Thursday. So next Tuesday, this video should be uploaded. If you don't know what People's Temple is, that video will be uploaded Thursday. So then you get your information. You can thank me in the comments when that video comes up. He claimed to have special powers and led his followers through rituals that involved psychological manipulation and extreme control. One of his most devoted followers was a woman named Petra, who became increasingly caught up in the cult's dangerous ideologies. The murder itself occurred in 2002 in the quiet town of Maastricht. Please don't come at me, I don't know how to say it. What started as a seemingly ordinary household turned into a nightmare. Petra and her family were living under the grip of the Carnival Cult, and the violence that ensued was the direct result of Van's twisted teachings. Petra, along with her partner and several other members, brutally murdered her own family in a ritualistic act. The details of the crime are chilling. A series of stabbings with a sense of planned Cold-blooded violence. The cult believed that the deaths were necessary to fulfill some kind of spiritual or cleansing ritual. The motive behind this gruesome act can be traced back to the cult's beliefs. Van taught that to break free from the chains of earthly existence, followers needed to make sacrifices, often those closest to them, so family members and friends or whatever. The family members who were murdered were seen as obstacles to the group's spiritual journey. The killings were a grotesque manifestation of the cult's ideology. The death could lead to spiritual rebirth. After the brutal murders, authorities were quickly alerted to the cult's existence. Investigators uncovered the disturbing reality of Van's control over his followers. He was arrested and the cult was disbanded, but the damage was done. Petra, along with several others, was convicted for their roles in the killings. The aftermath left the community in shock. Many questioned how such extreme beliefs could take root in seemingly normal lives, and how cults like this operate under the radar, often hiding behind the facade of a spiritual journey. The Carnival Cult Murder serves as a stark reminder of the dangers of unchecked belief systems, especially when they are led by a charismatic and manipulative figure. It also highlights the vulnerability of individuals who, seeking meaning or guidance, may fall prey to dangerous ideologies such as Petra. The incident sparked conversations about cults, their influence, and how they can manipulate individuals into committing horrific acts. While the cult itself has been dismantled, the question remains, how can we prevent something like this ever happening again? The Carnival Cult Murder is a tragic chapter in history, one that reminds us how easily people can be led astray by the promise of something greater, even when it means sacrificing everything they hold dear. Thank you so much for watching this video, and if you want to learn more about real-life mysteries, true crime stories, and if I earned your subscription, make sure to subscribe, and if you watched this video all the way through and you actually liked it, leave a like. It lets me know that you watched the video all the way through, and it helps me out a ton if you subscribe and like the video and the watch time, of course. I've been your host, Vix, and I will catch you guys in my next video.